All right, Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory goes on to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Warkak Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and many blessings unto the elect of the nation of Israel, men, women, and children. Shalom. And Lord willing, this lesson is brief. Okay, just going to do a quick hit, and I just want to go into you know, the elect of the nation of Israel only are going to know the mysteries, okay, the secrets in these times. All right. And I want to start off in Matthew 13 and verse 10. It says, "And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given." So his disciples asked him, why are you speaking unto them in parables? All right. And Yahweh Shah responded, "It is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but is not for them. Okay. And that's why, when you tell our people, okay, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you try to bring forth the truth unto them and they can't receive it. If you tell them that Babylon the Great is America, Yahweh Shai is coming back, right? The kingdom of heaven will be established upon earth. Esau, even the so-called white man, is going to be taken down and be brought to a very low estate. You see, they cannot receive it because ultimately they was not chosen, okay, to receive the knowledge, and the Lord has blinded majority of our people. Okay, that's why they have the spirit of unbelief on them ultimately, because they wasn't chosen. You see, but it's only for uh, a selected few. Okay, because if that was the case, everybody would understand it. Okay, but you can clearly see that a lot of our people have rejected the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and like I said, they're blinded, right? They don't want to take heed because the Lord have it to where um, they have the spirit of slumber, and we're going to read about it, all right? And this, uh, basic, milk scriptures that we always get. And like I said, it's going to be a quick hit, so it's not going to be too long of a lesson. So this is Romans 11 and verse 7. It says, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded." Right? The election have obtained what? This truth. Okay? Amos was at Amos 3 and 7. "Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets." Right? Okay, so the elect will obtain the understanding of prophecy, the things that are to take place upon the earth, right? But for the rest of our people, they're not going to understand it, right? And I'm going to read verse 8. It says, "According as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day." Okay? So like I said, they have a spirit of unbelief on them. Okay? They hear this truth, but they can't understand it, right? Because they're blinded, spiritually. They're without the truth, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not dealing with them. Okay, so when he comes back, right? He's not going to save all the Israelites. He's only going to save those that have the knowledge, right? The pure doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You see, this is Psalms 25 verse 14. It says, "The secret of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is with them that fear Him, and He will show them His covenant." And I believe when you go into that word secret, it goes into like a secret council, right? Which I'll just go into the blue letter and just get it. So this is Strong's H 5475, Sawad, which means council, right? Assembly. Down here says assembly, company, council. The council itself, secret council, right? So it's a secret council, right? And it's not revealed onto everybody on earth, right? That's only revealed onto those, like I said, those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? That's who the secret was revealed onto. And then it says, and He will show them His covenant. Okay, so at the end of the day, the elect are going to know about the prophecies, the kingdom of heaven, immortality, all of that, right? Everybody else, they're not going to understand it on this side. Okay, Isaiah the 6th chapter, goes into that as well. They're not going to get it until the cities be laid desolate, right? In other words, when the destruction comes, all right, they're not going to be delivered, in other words. All right, and it's going to be too late. Okay, so this is just a quick hit through the spirit. So Lord willing, you were edified. All praises, honor, and glory goes on to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Ruach Kodash Shalom.